minds with insidious rhymes. I spit to defy the lines of the given design. Paid dues, stayed humble, now the city is mine. The return of the comeback kid who never left. Spitting alarm clock blows to wake up whoever slept. I weathered the test, battled the best of the best. Reinvented my rep till I was ahead of the rest. So you can digest. I'll take you back when drop bombs was evil beats, agoraphobics in one thought. Me and El were rhyming and we met Ricky on the hustle. Digging Scissor had the cuts plus beats to juggle. Kill booked our first gig, the crowd was live. I met Quest that night, we battled outside. Theory of mine,
4 Kings,
and Atlanta too. I'm surrounded by greatness cause I surrounded myself with you.
You see, the only thing that matters is this space and time, and I'm surrounded by greatness every time that I shine. It's like, ha, 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 ha. Come on.
Beatnik, linguistics,
4 Kings is
drop bombs,
hip hop for the people, ain't no need for alarm. It's like, ha, 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 ha.
We burn units like the majestic fire of funk lords. Stay sharper than 5-star generals swinging swords or razors in my dirty digits. Hence I sever cats reading Applejack boxes thinking they clever. My face up on a wall, probably never. Your peripheral second sight needs to be better. Praise the Lord and let's get to the roster root of these affiliates. Giving you a dose of soul monkey penmanship.
World renowned Atlanta soul coming straight through your speaker. Dumps a dollar for fat beats. Every time that we reach it, staying more dusty than digital. Remove the earwax. We really finding grooves and wreck rooms on every track. Check the pillars of your Fort Knox with the J-Force. Wrecking weekends like Charlie Shabazz and Randall Moore. Serve like ministers. Spearheading the unknown.
Yeah.
My crew up, bang, bang, hollering Pujo.
Sending out an SOS cause these issues are fatal. Dealing with them till we're with ox and hip-hop angels. We MCs are expatriates with the rhyme. Micronauts influencing masses, line for line.
The South of Noise Project will have your soul arising. Through these elements of progression, we stay grinding. Our mojo is heavy like the science of life. Fortune psyche with origami when we spit on the mic.
Watching the rising sun, sitting on Mars Hill. In the den of lions and thundercats, but still chill.
Catapult is Atticus sound, planting unknown seeds. Out the box like Bink is Grease Kids and First Team.
Cunning linguists who see through conspiracies. From ballers rocking cashmere to chapter 13.
So push your transistor fist up and raise your voice.
ATL surrounded by greatness, make some noise!
You see, the only thing that matters is the space and time, and I'm surrounded by greatness every time.
Speaking of 1984, speaking of Beat Street, welcome back to the show. That's right, 1984, as one of the Stewies confirmed a little bit earlier, Beat Street came out in 1984. Somebody else said something in the chat room about another movie. Revenge of the Nerds came out in 1984. I'm thinking 1984 might be the greatest year, seriously, of movies all times. Yeah. And B Street came out in 1984 as well. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. The number is 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Joining me on the line right now is my man Jeff Fox from the Jeff Fox Show. Jeff, what up, baby?
What's going on, Doug? What's going on, man? Happy to be on the show, man.
Man, appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, man. It's good to have you on the network, man. Been doing a great job, phenomenal job yesterday. We had to work out the little kinks of getting your show aired live, man. But great show yesterday. I wanted to have you on to talk a little bit about you, about the background. But first, I need to do this little bit of entertainment news, which isn't a lot.
All right.
All right. So you cool? You hold tight. Hold tight. Hold tight.
No doubt, no doubt.
Today's date, I think today's date is March 6th. It's March 6th, right, Jeff?
Yeah, it's the 6th.
Yeah, March 6th, 2017. Celebrating birthdays today. You talk about old school. And, Jeff, how old are you, man?
I'm approaching 50. Let's put it that way. I'm right there with you right now. So I can remember a lot of great things about 1984, including Beach Street.
Right, Beach Street. Right. All right, so you're my age. You're about my age. I'm going to turn 48 in November. You talk about old school. The great Billy D. Williams turns 80 years old today. Wow. Yeah. You talk about the man back in the day. Like Billy D. was pretty much the Denzel Washington of 1974. I mean, no lie. Billy D. Williams turns 80 years old today. Happy birthday to him. Little interesting fact. Go ahead.
Did he do those Slits Malt Liquor commercials?
Say it again.
Did he do those Slits Malt Liquor commercials?
That's right. He did the Slits Malt Liquor commercials. No, wait a minute. It wasn't Schlitz Malt Liquor. It was Colt 45. I stand corrected.
Colt 45.
Right.
Yeah.
So, did you know that he has a twin sister?
Nah.
Yeah, he's got a twin sister named Loretta, and they were actually raised by their grandmother. So, happy birthday to the great Billy D. Williams. He's 80 years old today. Today is John Ratzenberger. All right, so, Jeff, do you know who John Ratzenberger is?
I have no idea.
John Ratzenberger played the role of Cliff, the mailman, on Cheers. You remember Cheers?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was the guy that played Cliff. He celebrates the birthday today. Happy birthday to him. And that's it. Today is National Caramel Popcorn Day. Last week, I just bought a box. Or not a box, it was a bag. I just bought a bag of Cracker Jack last week.
Now that's throwback.
Right. Cracker Jacks still go hard. So today is National Caramel Popcorn Day. Today is National Sorry Charlie Day. Today is also National Student Athlete Day. And today is also National Tartan Day. I don't know what the hell a tartan is. National Teflon Day. And National Alcohol Screening Day. Those are all the national days today. March 6th. Or April 6th. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So National Caramel Popcorn Day, and once again, the original caramel popcorn, at least that I know of, being from the South, is Cracker Jack. But when you get a little bit older, you step your game up to the great Fiddle Faddle. So there's Fiddle Faddle, and there's another one too. There's Fiddle Faddle. Somebody will tell me in the chat room. But, yeah, you step your game up from Cracker Jack to Fiddle Faddle, man. Hey, welcome. Thank you for joining me on the Doug Stewart Show. We got my man Jeff Fox on the line. The Jeff Fox Show coming on today live. Once again, this is live. The Jeff Fox Show comes on live following me today at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Later on tonight, the Kicking It with Kesey Show at 8 p.m., all live on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. First of all, man, very, very happy to have you a part of WSME, your show, bringing a little bit of South Florida flavor to the network. I've known you guys. How long have I known you guys? When did we first meet? We met at one of those Super Bowls many years back.
We met at Radio Row. It was when the Colts played the Saints here in South Florida. And, the Sports Brothers, we became the Sports Brothers primarily because of the Two Live Stews. I mean, we were fans of you guys, and I was a security guard way back then, and I was like, man, I want to do this sports radio thing. That's how I got through my days.
Right.
Listen to sports radio all day, but I'd never heard black sports talk show hosts that had flavor, you know?
Right.
And I was just used to the old, abortion Soldics, knocked off John Havlicek. I mean, just this kind of bland sports talk.
Right.
And here come you guys yelling and screaming and hip-hop and playing Public Enemy. And be like, with the F is this?
Right.
And we were digging it.
Right.
You know, so I went to the program director at a local urban station here. Ed was already at the station. He came up with the great idea of throwing us in a booth and say, "Hey, man, you guys do 30 minutes and see what you come up with." And that's how the Sports Brothers were born.
That's what's up, man.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys were actually, what was the name? What was the name of the? And by the way, man, I appreciate the kind words, bro. I can't tell you how many times, you know, I've been in an airport or just out in the street, man, and cats will say, you know, they turned on the sports radio because of the Stews, and we had such an impact. And so it never gets old when I hear that, man. I appreciate the love. I see cats stealing our style right now all over the Puppet Factory and whatnot. And I mean, it's blatant. It's blatant. I don't think I've even talked about this on this show. But, and listen, I know it's not Mike and Jamil's fault. Okay, I know it's not. I know it's their producers. There's probably some producer that started out as an intern back in the day, and they used to listen to the Stews or whatever. But Jamil and Mike, man, they straight stealing all our style, man. I mean, they playing Public Enemy when they come into the show. That's fine. Maybe they like Public Enemy. So last week, I'm watching Sports Center, the 6 o'clock Sports Center, and Michael Smith and Jamil, they got a segment called Chopping It Up. Like, I don't know if you know this, but but like 6 months ago, I started doing a show called Chop It Up. And I don't know whether they did this on their podcast. I don't know. I ain't steal nothing from nobody. But they got a segment on their show called Chopping It Up. And so it's not just that, but a lot of things over the years, man. These cats straight ripping us. And back in the day when I grew up, man, you were called a biter if you took somebody's shit.
Yeah, that was biting. Yeah, and they all hip hop terminology. They straight bit the Stews, man.
Right. So you got to give creative credit. You got to mention if you're using something from somebody else, you got to give credit. Like you say, you guys started because of me and my brother, man. We really appreciate that. We appreciate that love, man. But these cats, they straight rip us, man. And it's nothing I can do. Clearly, it's shit I can't do. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. You guys were on which station down there?
We started out on a station called WTPS, which was like, you know, they had Al Sharpton. They had you guys on. They had Michael Bays in. Right. You know, and then right when we were getting rolling with our show, the station got sold, became a gospel station.
Wow.
So yeah, so we went to the local stations, 790 The Ticket and WQAM, and you know they tried to break us up. They just wanted to give me a show.
Yeah.
And we were like, no, it's got to be the brothers, you know. And eventually 790 put us on weekends. Before you know it, man, we was coming up doing middays against Michael Irvin, and we whooped his ass in the ratings.
Right. That's great stuff. Yeah,
you know, yeah, man.
And we've talked about it before, man. It's very tough. It's very tough in this industry, sports talk radio, man, being a black radio host. As simple as that. Because a lot of times, man, the format is conservative, AM radio, and clearly, me being out of radio for 4 years, my brother pretty much called it a career. We just haven't gotten the opportunities after doing so many great things, and you guys are kind of facing some of the same issues, right?
It's very, very weird the way this thing happened, because you guys were on 790 The Zone in Atlanta. We were on 790 The Ticket here in Miami. You know, and again, we were at the height of our heyday, you know, back in the days, and it was so unusual to see black sports talk show hosts. I remember meeting DeMaurice Smith at the Super Bowl, and he wanted to hang out with us.
Right.
You know, cats like Andre Dawson wanted to hang out with us. You know. Right. I'm like, Hall of Fame just because we're black. You know, and I remember Jason Whitlock, you know, who I couldn't stand until I met him. You know, but I thought he was Uncle Tom, and you know, he actually took it, you know, had like a real affection for us because he hadn't seen that around the country. You know, took us out to dinner and stuff. He, us, Brian Windhorst, all of us hung out. So we were at the top of the game for a minute, man. And then contract situations happened and all of that, what do they call it, non-compete clauses. Man, before you know it, we just started bouncing around at WQAM and 640 Sports in West Palm and Ed just got tired of it.
Yeah.
You know, my co-host, he just got tired of it.